Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Welcome to the Pear podcast, episode 20.
20. Good old
20. Twin.
What's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Nothing much at all. Just another week.
Another week, another podcast.
That's right.
So let's jump right in here.
I got you.
We've got an interesting question of the week here. Atlanta Regionals is coming up.
Right.
So we thought it'd be fitting to talk about this question of the week. What makes this upcoming regional different to us than others we have been to?
All right.
Go ahead and start us
Me?
off. Yep.
Well, it's like, this is the first regional that we've had where it's our home turf, you know? Mm-hmm. We're here in Georgia. We don't have to make huge plans to go traveling.
Right.
The whole gang's gonna be there. Like, it's real exciting. It's made, like, prepping for this regional a lot more fun. Our local stores, like, doing a lot of nights where they're just staying up for practicing.
Right. And we've also got two junior friends going to their first regional, so that's exciting for them.
Yeah, it's real hype to see, like, the local community that we play, like, all getting really excited. It's a real fun part. Talking, like, because, I mean, I won't say we're experienced by any means, but, like, we've been to a handful of them now, so a lot of the, juniors, the junior's mom, like, they're asking us questions of, like, hey, how's this go? So it's going to be really cool to connect with those people while we're there.
Yeah, it's going to be fun watching them play, too.
Yeah, I think that's probably one, like, this one's a big difference to me than the other ones. It's been a lot more exciting.
Definitely.
And I hope it continues. I hope next year we have Atlanta again.
I hope so.
That'd be really cool.
I mean, this is the first time they've done a Pokemon regional in Atlanta since 2011, so it's a really big deal.
Yeah, absolutely is.
There went your cap?
There went my cap, yeah, for my Power.
No cap.
No cap. What about you?
Yeah, I think to echo what you're saying, we've got a couple junior kids going to their first regional, exciting for them, and our whole testing group is going, so it's a good opportunity for us to test even more and see everybody and see how well they're doing and talk about our matchups and on a different level.
Right.
There will be a lot of people there. I think last time I looked on RK9 there was over 3,000 people.
It's gonna be insane.
It's gonna be a big one.
Isn't there a Jelly Roll concert that same weekend? Isn't that what was going on?
There's a Jelly Roll concert and wait, is there?
I can't remember.
I know there's a Braves game.
Maybe that's what it was. I thought there was something happening in the area.
There's probably a lot of things going on that weekend, but we're there for Pokemon.
That's right.
But yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm excited to go to it in just a couple weeks now.
Yeah. Like you were saying, like, meeting up with people, it's always fun. Like, the few that we've been meeting up with people that we play here and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're going to have a bigger group of people, then it might be harder for everybody to get together.
Yeah.
But just throughout the day, like how we always do it is say, hey, when we, at the beginning of the day, which I don't know because we might not be going down there till Saturday.
Right.
But usually we're like, we'll spot a little area and be like, hey, after rounds, we're all going to regroup right over here by the Cramorant is one I distinctly remember.
Right.
A big old standout of Cramorant.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, let's get up after here after regionals, or after each round to see how we did and talk about it. But
absolutely.
We got a whole group of people might be hard to gather up, but it'd be cool. It's going to be cool throughout the day.
It's going to be cool, yeah.
Alrighty.
So, let's talk about how our week went.
Right.
We had a cup at 1UP Games in Calhoun, and I was the only one that placed, I think, out of the gang. Out of our gang, I got 6th place, 25 CP. I think that was my first time getting points for a cup.
I think so. I think it is.
I
know you have over me. So.
Very exciting for me. I wish I would have won it, but
Yeah. 25 points still ain't bad.
It's not.
It's a good little number.
It's a good number. I'm excited. I'm proud of myself.
So 6th place. What was your record and what'd you play?
I went 3-2 and I played Goldango Dragapult.
I got you.
To the event.
How'd the rounds go?
Round 1, I played Polt. And won.
Nice.
Against one of our buddies. Round 2, I played a Dango. Interesting list with TM Energize, and he was able to power up his Radiant Greninja and knock out both my Gimme Ghouls. So that was a hard, tough loss there.
Ooh, charging up the okay.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting, and I think he ended up getting like second or third.
Gotcha.
So, round 3, I lost to a Dragapult, and then round 4, I won against Joltik Box. I think that was you.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. That was me.
Okay. And then in round 5, my opponent didn't show up, so that's a dub for me, and I think that's what put me in 6th place.
I believe so. We take those.
I take it. It's fine.
Thank you, backpack guy who walked out.
Yes, thank you so much. How'd your rounds go?
So I wasn't trying to take. I was just there for a fun day, you know.
Just for fun, right?
Just for fun for this cup. I'm tired of this format. And I saw this deck list of this Joltik box deck. Looked kind of fun. Looked kind of goony.
Tell us about it. What is it? What's its mission?
It was pretty bad. Its mission is to charge up your Iron Hands with the Joltik.
Okay.
And then the following turn attack with the Iron Hands into their smaller Pokemon with a Heavy Baton attached to it. So if they knock out the Iron Hands, you move the 3 of the 4 energy to something else to charge up. So you're like recycling that energy that you attach onto your Pokemon.
What's the ideal Pokemon to move them to?
It depends, because a lot of times you can either charge up another Iron Hands if they have more small prize. If they have a Terra in play, it plays the Regigigas, the new one from Prismatic Evolutions.
Yeah.
That if it's a Terra Pokemon, it hits for like an extra 230 damage.
Yeah.
And it as well is another 4 retreat cost Pokemon, so the Heavy Baton can then be attached to it to keep moving that energy to something else.
Okay. I like the vision.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest. We ended up going 2 and 3.
Okay.
Round 1, I lost to our buddy Jalen on Archlodon. Was one of the tough matchups that I didn't, because hitting 300 is kind of difficult, and he also dropped the jamming tower, so it completely shut off my Heavy Baton. So that was a rough one. Round 2, I lost against Charizard. Yep. Which I have a decent matchup into because of I played the Joltik, I played the Galvantula, the baby Galvantula that could one-shot a Charizard.
We haven't really seen Zard too much.
No,
lately.
Zard's been dying off a little bit.
It
but
has.
This guy's a local around the place, a really good player. He is known for his Zard. So when we sat down, I kind of knew what to be expecting. And he's a really good Zard player, really good player in general. And I thought I was in the driver's seat, and he turned it around on me with a counter catcher Briar play, and that was it. That's all she wrote.
Gotcha.
Round 3, I hit another Zard. Got that W right there. So, see, I knew I could play into it, but also I was talking to the guy who was kind of newer.
Okay.
First time local play, and we got talked to it, and I don't think he played the Briar, so.
Oh, okay.
Round 4 was against a Dango Polt. That was you.
That was me.
Lost that game. And then round 5, I played another buddy of ours, I think your round 1 opponent on Dragapult.
Okay.
And I think we both beat him in the same kind of fashion of top decking the boss per game.
Boss per game, yep.
Yeah. So 2-3, pretty rough. But, we just out here playing. At least I am. You're over here crushing it, getting in 6th place. Unfortunately, top 4 was prizing. But,
yeah, that's all right, though. We got 25 points.
6th place is still
good.
cool. Like I said, I think you're still now higher up. I won't say higher up, but you've got more cup placements than I do.
Yeah.
I think I don't remember your CP number at. I know I'm at 52. I think you're at 30. 35, somewhere around there.
Yep, because I have 10 from a challenge and 25 for this cup. So
nice. Mine's all from challenges, so I need to get a good cup win or cup placement.
Hopefully Saturday. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, that's right. Alrighty. That's how our weeks went, or what we did this week. What's our topics for today?
So our main topic, we've got apparently 2 main topics today.
Yeah, kind of 2. One, the first topic I felt like as I was writing this up, like, you know how it was a regional, so we needed to at least cover it.
And it's also old format stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So I wanted to have something else kind of mainly talk about, so we'll just kind of quickly go over.
Yeah, so the regional we're talking about is Stockholm. Yeah.
Stockholm.
That's how you
say that, right? Stockholm.
I think so.
Stockholm.
Yeah, say it fast, and then nobody will know you're pronouncing it wrong.
Right. So this regional in Stockholm. One thing I just jotted down as I was watching day one, I thought it was interesting because I hadn't noticed that they've done this before, is that they have broken down the deck analysis for day one of the juniors and the seniors.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
So I made sure to go back and see this, and, of course they do the Masters as well. And to me, it's kind of cool that you can see, like, different, I guess, metas for the different divisions.
Different compositions.
Yeah, so if we have any juniors or seniors out there listening, I think it's kind of cool that they're showing this on their stream because you can kind of see what the people in your own division is kind of playing.
Most definitely.
Instead of just going, which, I mean, I'm sure a lot of it's going to base off of the Masters a little bit. Mm-hmm. But let's check out, let's see, what's lower? Juniors first?
Sure.
We got Dragapult on here, Raging Bolt, Goldango, Guardy, Lugia, and Charizard in that order.
Okay.
So Dragapult being the highest. I think they had a total of 104 juniors.
104 juniors?
So that's not bad for a little regional.
Yeah.
Dragapult being the most popular, of course.
Yeah. Raging Bolt not too far behind it.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Guardy, can you imagine a little junior kid playing Guardy?
It hurts my head just thinking
exactly.
about
That's
it.
crazy to me.
Because it's definitely a come from behind deck.
Yeah, it's a big brain deck. Mm-hmm. Get on how big brain it does. Then we go over here to seniors. They had 140 players, and surprise, surprise, Dragapult number one most popular deck again.
Dragapult, and then Guardy number 2 on this list.
Yeah, so even more. So as they get older, more people are playing Guardy. Then we got Goldango following that. Lugia, got a Cloth, and we got old Archlodon Dialga here tailing on the end.
Okay.
So first so far for seniors and juniors being Dragapult, the most popular.
Okay.
So what do we imagine the most popular deck of the whole tournament is?
Dragapult.
We go here to Masters with 814 players, and in first place is old dang Dragapult.
Oh, yeah.
And 20% of the meta being Dragapult. And following behind it. So look at this difference. We have 20% on Dragapult. The second highest is Guardy, only at 9%.
That's crazy.
So much Dragapult in the format. 162.
I think it's going to continue to be. Dragapult's a very strong deck. I think we're going to see more of it in the new format, and I think it's just going to get stronger.
Yeah, it's kind of what worries me. I feel like the deck to beat, or that you're going to want to know your deck beats really well in Atlanta, at least, is going to be Dragapult.
Yeah.
Because my worry, I think about it, is like, yes, that tournament's the first tournament into the new set, but people are going to be playing what they've been playing and they're most comfortable with.
And what they know.
What they know. Because they hadn't had enough time, maybe, to test out, or enough results from anywhere over here with these newer decks and stuff like that. Yeah. So I feel like Dragapult is the deck you want to make sure, if you're playing something funky or new, you want to make sure your Dragapult matchup's probably the best.
Most definitely.
So then we got, after the Guardian second, we got Lugia, surprisingly, in third. Goldango got bumped down to fourth place here. A little bit less popular this past weekend. Archlodon, and then
Miraidon, okay.
Yeah. It's still hanging out back there in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place. And then also with the Masters, we get a best of the rest for day one.
All right.
We got Cloth in there. We got Roaring Moon in there. We got Lost Box Pikachu. 24 people playing old Snorlax Control. I like this little unclassified category here, just decks that don't. And even further, like this. Look at this. Charizard at 3%.
3%.
Only 22 people. We were talking about Charizard just seems to be dying off. It's very weird to me, like how little it's actually being played when it was such a popular deck. It's at the very bottom of the list. We have Snorlax higher than Charizard. Well, 2 more people technically.
Yeah.
But that's the breakdown of what was being played in Stockholm. Do you want to go over the top 8?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got from 8th to first place. 8th place coming in 8th, Dragapult. 7th, Blocklax. 6th, Lugia. 5th, Cloth. 4th, another Dragapult. 3rd, Archlodon. Second, Pidgeot Control. And then number 1, topping it all out, Isaiah Bradner on Gardevoir.
Yeah, I didn't realize this was his first regional win.
It was.
And it was kind of cool to see him versus the Pidgeot Control. We were watching it. He ended up getting the game 1. And the control player realized that he just couldn't make a comeback and scooped it up to him.
Yeah, I think there was only 30 minutes left in the round,
Right. That was a loud truck, just, if they could hear that. That was so loud.
So loud. Just to remind everybody, when you're in Master Finals, there has to be a clear winner. If you go into time, the winner of game 1 wins the game. So, Alessandro realized he couldn't win 2 and 3, so he just scooped it to...
Well, to continue off that, too, even say Alessandro would have won game 2, right?
Yeah.
So when they were into game 3, they each would have had a win, but I think, like you said, there has to be a winner. I think at that point they go to who's taking more prize cards,
correct?
Right?
Yeah.
I think with the control deck, you realize because he doesn't take any prizes.
He doesn't take any prizes.
So there would have been just no shot.
No shot.
Yeah, he would have had to have. And I don't think he, like you said, he knew there wasn't enough time to do all that, to deck out his opponent twice.
Definitely.
Yep. Archelon top 3, I still take it. I like the old
Don. Top 3.
Yep. Anything you're excited to see gone?
Cloth.
Is it dead after this?
Yes, 100%. It loses a Rangaroo.
Oh,
all
turbo.
That stuff, double turbo, everything. So, farewell. Lugia.
Lugia is definitely gone. It's not deck at all.
Snorlax. I mean, there's going to be another wall control deck out there, I'm sure, but Snorlax is completely gone. Yeah. Next format.
You can't be sticking us in the active just by staying in the active anymore.
Exactly. Besides that, no, really. I think Gardevoir still sticks around.
Surprisingly, yes. Like, a lot of people was talking it was going to be gone, but yeah, it's actually, sticking around.
Yeah, it loses Baby Guardy, I think.
Baby
right?
Curly. Or not Baby Curly,
Cresselia,
but
too.
Cresselia's gone, but the, what is the Curlia's ability? Where you
Refinement.
Refinement Curly. That's what the big thing that they lose. So they can't be pitching it. But I've seen a lot of lists in Japan playing Blender, the A-Spec now.
Okay.
So they can just, Arvin can get rid of the Blender. That way you can instantly pitch 5 energies in your discard pile. Because that's what Curly will use so much for in Radiant Greninja. Now these Guardian lists are just playing a Blender just to immediately dump all 5 energy. Yeah, not all 5, but 5.
I think it's still going to be relevant, because your main attackers are Screamtail, Drifloom. Those are still sticking around in the new format, so it'll be interesting to see the new lists out there.
And they're getting Clefairy as well.
And Clefairy, yes.
So Clefairy's going to be insane for, I don't know, Guardy might be a good play. We were just talking about, the best decks to take care of Dragapult.
Gardevoir might be up there as well.
Gardevoir might be it, because that
or
Clefairy.
Anything with Clefairy in it.
Yeah, anything with Clefairy, but also Clefairy, the ability makes all of your psychic Pokemon strong and against that. So all you have to do is have it on a bench, and your Drifloom now can just murder
Dragon Pokemon.
Yeah, because it gives it weakness being psychic.
Dragapult, Raging Bolt. Those are the main dragon decks going into the next format.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting.
Guardy might be something I need to look at for some reason.
Okay. Put your thinking cap on.
Maybe it's a little less difficult now without all the Curlies.
Maybe so.
Maybe it's more of an aggressive deck now besides the playing from behind deck.
Yeah, maybe so. Seems that way.
Might be something to look at.
Yeah.
But, well, good for old Isaiah getting his win. It was cool to see that.
Yeah, that was great.
I thought it was kind of funny. They were talking about how this is a European tournament, and he's from North America winning. And
I don't think any Europeans have won any European tournaments. It's been all USA players.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I know they were talking about last year it was a Japanese player that won Stockholm. No. Last year it was Azul. Say another American player, yeah.
Well, no, he's from Canada.
Azul is?
I thought.
Nah.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's American player.
Okay. I thought he was from Canada for some reason.
No, LDF is.
Okay, that's random.
I'm trying to think of Canadian players that are YouTubers.
Gotcha.
So that was a little recap on Stockholm.
Yep.
The more exciting news, I think, or news, not necessarily news, but topic I wanted to talk about, per se, is this new Glory of Team Rocket set that was revealed.
Destined Rivals.
Well, yes, Destined Rivals, but...
But they're all Team Rocket based cards.
Here it is, right here. So this is going to be half of our set. So basically, it's a little confusing trying to understand. The Gloria Team Rocket set is going to be in Japan, releasing April 18th, right? Mm-hmm. So it's going to make up our Destined Rivals set that releases May 30th. So it's going to be these cards and the cards from Heatwave Arena that make up our Destined Rivals.
Right.
So let's take a gander and a look at some of these Team Rocket cards. These Team Rockets, this set will feature Team Rocket Pokemon along with support for these Pokemon. And I think it's cool. These Pokemon have a... all the Pokemon in this set specifically will have Team Rocket in the name, kind of like how we have Iono and Hop. But they'll have a different little trainer icon down at the bottom, but all the little icon will have that little R symbol for Team Rocket.
Okay, cool.
So let's check them out. Let's start here at the top. We're not going to read the basic. We'll go for the big one. We got Team Rocket Spidops here.
Okay.
Go ahead and read it up.
This is a stage 1 evolving from Team Rocket's Tarantula. Sure. The ability Charge Up. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. And then it has the attack for 1 grass, 1 colorless, Rocket Rush. 30 times damage. This attack does 30 damage for each of your Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. That could be interesting if you have an Area 0. Getting your
then you
bench.
got to have a Terra.
Yeah, you got to have a 1 Terra, but Ogerpon, Grass Ogerpon
Yeah,
with that.
true. Yeah. Give some grass. So his ability was you attach a basic energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can charge it up pretty much in 1 turn if you have energy in your discard, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Move on down here to this big boy. I think a lot of people are hyped. It's a fan favorite
Team
Pokemon.
Rocket's Mewtwo EX.
This is a basic Pokemon with 280 HP.
He's a hefty one.
Probably.
Ability Power Saver. This Pokemon can't attack unless you have 4 or more Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. And then Deletion Sphere for 2 Psychic Pokemon and a colorless. 1 to 60 plus. You may discard up to 2 energy from your benched Pokemon. This attack does 60 more damage for each card discarded in this way.
So 60 plus 160 plus potentially another 120 is what? 280? Mm-hmm. So if you get rid of energy on your bench, 2 energies on your benched Pokemon, you're swinging for 3 energy, 280 damage, right? Mm-hmm. That's pretty big.
That's a big one.
And I kind of see the synergy here with the Spidops. So you get 3 or 4 Spidops set up, and they can just keep putting energy back onto them. Mm-hmm. And then you're removing the energy here with the Depletion Sphere attack.
Yeah.
Pretty nifty.
Ooh, look at that Meowth.
Meowth is cute.
Team Rocket's Meowth.
Go ahead.
Oh. 1 colorless Catnab. Choose a random card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals that card and shuffles it into your deck. And then for 2 colorless, Wild Scratch. 20 times damage. Flip 3 coins. This attack does 20 damage for each heads.
Yeah. That's your basic kind of typical
That's
thing.
More for the art for me.
Yeah, I have a feeling. I don't know what, but I think that's going to be the promo. The ETB promo.
That'd be nice, because I just got one.
And we hope.
On pre-order, I hope so.
Yeah, sore subject right there. Go ahead and ring this Team Rocket's Persian EX.
Okay. For 2 colorless energy, Haunty Orders. Your opponent reveals the top 10 cards of their deck. You may choose an attack from a Pokemon you find there and use it as this attack. Your opponent shuffles the revealed cards back into their deck. That's interesting.
It is a very unique attack.
It is.
But what if they don't have anything in there?
Then that's a whiff.
Yeah, it's a huge whiff. If there's a way to guarantee it, it'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Maybe Oh, never mind. I was thinking maybe it went hand in hand with the catnap. Choose a random card from your opponent's hand. Shuffles that card back into their
you could
deck.
choose to, like, say you're playing a Dragbolt, shuffle their Dragbolt EX in their hand, and hope they don't evolve the next turn or have trouble finding it, and then maybe you could hit it off the top 10.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Then for 3 colorless energy, 140 damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused.
I think it's more that's first attack.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let's keep going. We got some Team Rocket's Porygon here.
Those are cool.
A 2-stage Pokemon. Anything?
The Porygon Z reconstitute. Discard 2 cards from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw a card. Gotta discard 2 though.
Yeah, there's gotta be something. What's his second?
Okay. For 2 colorless energy, control R. 20 times damage. This attack does 20 damage for each supporter in your discard pile with Team Rocket in its name.
There it is.
So that's
why you're discarding
stuff. 2 Team Rocket cards and then...
So we must have some supporter cards, right? Is it supporter only for each supporter? So what's this Team Rocket's receipt? We got an item here.
You go ahead.
Item, search your deck for a supporter card with Rocket in its name, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. So this is straight up just search out these supporters.
That's interesting. Oh, excuse me.
I kind of like this little single prize Team Rocket's Porygon going on right now.
Yeah, it's an interesting combo.
How much in it? 2 colorless energies all it takes?
Mm-hmm.
So if you just dump some of these, because here we got the supporter. So there's
Play 4 receivers.
4 receivers, and then a lineup of these.
Lineup of those. Maybe
let's see
2.
what these supporters do.
Team Rocket's Ariana. Draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. If all your Pokemon in play are Team Rocket's Pokemon, draw until you have 8 cards in your hand instead.
Wow. Well, draw 8 until you have 8. That's cool.
And then we have Team Rocket's Archer. You can play this card only if any of your Team Rocket's Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck. Then you draw 5 cards and your opponent draws 3. So that's kind of an unfair stamp.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much unfair stamp with a supporter. That's cool.
Then we've got Team Rocket's Giovanni. Switch your active Rocket's Pokemon with one of your bench Team Rocket's Pokemon. If you do, then switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active.
That's a prime catcher, ain't it, pretty much?
Yeah, or Lana's what was it? No, Licia's Appeal. Isn't that kind of what that does?
Licia's Appeal was a boss, but only for basic.
Okay. So this is any of them.
This is pretty
it's
much
like
a prime
boss,
catcher, right? Because you switch your active out to the bench as well.
Oh, okay, prime catcher, yeah.
And then if you do switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active, it seems like it's prime catcher.
Interesting.
And a supporter.
Yeah. Then we got Team Rocket's Energy. This card can only be attached to a Team Rocket's Pokemon. If this card is attached to anything other than discard it. Yeah, okay. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides 2 in any combination of Psychic Energy and Dark Energy.
Okay. So straight up 2. So basically it's a double turbo for any Team Rocket's Pokemon. And
not double turbo.
No, I mean...
But double energy.
Double energy, yeah. One psychic.
Double turbo going bye-bye.
Yeah, 1 psychic and 1 dark, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool for these Pokemon like Porygon that takes just 2 colorless energy.
That might be an interesting combo. Might have to test something out
here,
with that.
the Persian EX has 2 as well. What's the Mewtwo have?
It has 3.
So you still have to attach...
One
more psychic energy to it with this. So it's only it turns that Mewtwo into to 2.
Oh, go back.
Oh yeah. That's in the news right here.
I did. Oh, it's in the news.
It's in the news. Yeah.
I did see those though. I was wondering if we were going to talk about.
Oh, absolutely.
Any other cards that we need to look at?
Is there anything else? See, there's old stuff. I think there was some new ones revealed.
I think that ETB looks sick.
Oh, yeah. The ETB.
And the packs, of course. If you have not pre-ordered your Destined Rivals ETB, sorry.
You have to wait for a second
You'll
drop.
have to wait for the scalpers. Or a second drop, yeah. Which they're like $500 on eBay right now. It's crazy.
We have this Team Rocket's Mareep line that came out, but...
Yes. I was intrigued by the Ampharos. But we'll start with the Mareep. So, for one colorless energy, we have Provision. Search your deck for an item card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. And then for one lightning energy, Petty Bolt for 10 damage. So, yeah, that's not it. We got Team Rocket's Flaffy, Stage 1, for a lightning and a colorless Thundershock, 50 damage, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is paralyzed. Yeah. Alright, so Team Rocket's Ampharos. So apparently this is like a reprint from a previous set, like a long time ago.
This EX Team Rocket return? Yeah.
So it's a stage 2. Its ability is Darkest Impulse. When your opponent plays a Pokemon from their hand to evolve one of their Pokemon during their turn, put 4 damage counters on that Pokemon. It does not stack, though, unfortunately. That would be crazy.
So 4 damage counters. Yeah, it'd be crazy.
And then Headbolt for 140 damage, a lightning, and 2 colorless.
Okay.
So a total of 180 if it still stays in the active after the initial impulse
4 damage counters
ability. Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Definitely direct callback. Look at the same ability and everything. Name.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
cool.
It was 2 damage counters back then, but yeah, that's
I'm wondering if something else will come out because this obviously was a deck back in the day, so I'm wondering like if they're gonna come out with something else
that came along with that
to like team it with per se. So, but yeah, that's pretty interesting.
All right. Well, keep an eye. I'm sure there's going to be more card reveals by the time you're listening to this.
Also, they have revealed the promos for Team Rocket as well. Yeah. All 4 of those.
The pre-release promos.
Pre-release promos are going to be Team Rocket's Tyranitar, Team Rocket's Mimikyu, Misty's Gyarados, and Ethan's Typhlosion.
Which we knew about Typhlosion being a card. We knew about Misty's Gyarados. But those 2 other Rocket Pokemons are 2 new ones that haven't been fully revealed as well.
Yeah.
This is the only reveal we've seen.
It looks like Tyranitar's thing is going to be the ability Sandstorm, something like that.
Okay.
During a Pokemon checkup, then, you know, it doesn't really say what it's going to be. It's put 2 damage counters.
On something. Probably any non-Team Rockets Pokemon, maybe? Or...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Alright.
And then Mimikyu, its attack is Gemstone, and it says choose one of your opponents, the A is cut off, and use it as this attack. So I think it's going to be like active Team Rockets Pokemon and use it as this attack. I don't know.
Yeah, we need that other last to figure out. It's active, potentially something. So, or it could be asleep.
Oh, yeah.
But active something seems more...
Seems more. Gyarados has a splash attack. Discard the top 7 cards, I'm assuming, of your opponent's deck, and...
No, it's of your deck. We that's been revealed before.
It has?
Yeah, that's the one
where...
Do
you know what it is?
Yeah, you discard the top 7, and you do 70 times the amount of damage for every Misty's Pokemon.
For each
Misty's card, Pokemon. Yeah.
And then the Typhlosion I can really see. Buddy Blast, 40 plus. This attack does 60 more damage for each Ethan's Adventures card in your discard pile.
Yeah.
We did talk about that.
Yeah.
And then Steam Artillery for 160. So they look cool. The Mimikyu's cool. The Tyranitar's cool. They're all cool.
Yeah, Tyranitar getting a promo set.
I'm gonna need that Gyarados for my collection.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I got a page of Gyarados.
Do you really?
Pretty much, yeah.
I have to check that out later. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, the ETB looks cool. It's got a Mewtwo Team Rocket logo on the front. So I'm assuming, is that Ethan on the front of it, or who is that?
That is Giovanni. That is the boss of Team Rocket.
Yes, I knew that. Don't laugh at me.
I can laugh at you.
Stop it.
So that's all the cards revealed.
Yeah.
We're going to merge into the news to talk about this.
Yes.
This was sick.
So we're on the news. So Team Rocket accessories will be released along the set drop in Japan in April. So we've got some sleeves with Mewtwo and Team Rocket logo, along with a deck box. We've also got Team Rocket sleeves and a deck box. The mat's sick. We've got a deck box holder of different decks. We've got a dice tray, and we've got a playmat holder, which I hate when they do that because the same thing's going to happen with the Charizard mat. They're going to sell them separately.
Oh, yeah, probably so.
That's so annoying.
That classic R, this is going to sell so good in Japan. This, we don't get
also, Team Rocket apparel launched the other day when the ETBs launched. It's crazy expensive in the Pokemon Center.
Really?
Feel free to check that
apparel?
out.
Like what kind of
there's some fleece shorts, there's vests, there's jackets. The shorts are $80.
Golly.
Yeah. It's crazy. They look sick.
I bet they do.
And they have t-shirts, all kind of stuff. So you ought to look at it.
They're making a lot of money on
I definitely want some shorts, but I don't know.
Let's talk about this briefcase.
Yeah, go ahead and read that.
I got you. So this Glory of Team Rocket case will be released for $100, like 1,500 yen. It comes with 30 booster packs of the set.
Really?
Yeah. It's a case meant to protect your accessories, so it can hold all your deck box.
Looking at this, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm like Kanye. I'm gonna let you finish.
It holds all your deck box. It holds your play mat. It looks so cool. It's got that classic R symbol on the front of it. This little briefcase. You're gonna look like a total nerd walking in anywhere.
Yeah, I
with
can
it.
imagine my round one opponent coming up with that briefcase.
Oh
and
yeah.
Sits down hey.
There's no hey right there. He's just smirking at you and all anime grimace staring at you, and then. Yeah. He's probably bought those $80 shorts and a cloak and all this.
Oh,
and a black Team Rocket hat. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they have bucket hats on there, too.
I do not doubt it. The sad part is this is for Pokemon Japan's website. And even if you were to try to get on there, they're doing it on a lottery system to even have a chance to get it.
Really?
Yeah, so it's going to be a really hard, sought-after item. Who knows what the secondary market for this is going to be? I mean, it comes with 30 packs alone. The fact that it comes with cards in it too, that's going to be.
It's going to be insane.
It's probably, I think, to me, it's going to be on the level of what that Pokemon Classics was that released about a year or so ago. Mm-hmm. It's going to be close to that. Now that did come down a little bit, but yeah, this is probably going to get even more.
It's going to be so crazy.
But yeah, we had to talk about that. That was too cool.
Yeah.
As far as other news, there's one thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
We talked about it a few weeks ago, and I saw this post somewhere on Twitter, so I wanted to bring it up. We were talking about what was going to be the biggest chase card.
What'd I say?
I don't remember what you said.
I think I said Cynthia's Garchomp something, I think.
If you did, you were right.
Really?
Yeah, the right now, I guess from this week to last week that we were talking about it, the Cynthia's Garchomp is sitting at $335. Now, this is Heatwave Arena, so it's Japanese only, but and followed by the Ho-Oh, and this one's
really,
Ethan's Ho-Oh SAR at $225.
Oh my god!
This would surprise me for being third place. Ethan's Adventure.
Yeah.
I really like.
I think it's because of the Pikachu.
I think it's because of the Slugman. That's a Pichu too, ain't it?
Oh, it's a Pichu?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know it's hard to see in my little picture here. Yeah, it's a Pichu.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Then we got the Gold's Garchomp and
Gold Ho-Oh after that.
This Arvin's Mabostiff EX IR.
$50. Oh, I can get that. That's no problem.
I'm surprised they're here. I had this one higher up. Mrs. Psyduck only at $40 right now. I'm curious how it's gonna convert when it comes out in English here.
Yeah, I'm be curious too.
But $40 ain't too bad. I want that dang card. And then here's one that I thought was gonna be up there.
$30.
Yeah, that card is so nice for being only $30. Again, these are Japanese numbers, but.
And then Ethan's full art, and then Cynthia's Garchomp full art, or SIR. Or what
I think it's just a secret rare. It's just a full art.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have different ultra rares stuff like that.
$300.
$335 for that Garchomp.
We need to open some heat wave. You know.
Oh, yeah, I thought it'd be interesting to see what the pricing has gone to and what we. You were right though. I think you did say Garchomp.
Say that one more time into the mic. Do it.
Never.
Wow. I was right. You guys heard it.
Alrighty.
What's next we got here? Oh, I see we have Dalton's random Pokemon facts.
Oh, do we? Is it my time?
Yeah, what's up? Your time to shine. What
okay.
You got?
You ready? Let's going back on some names here.
Excuse me.
Something I found interesting I was told about this week. And maybe, I'm not going to lie, I never realized this.
Okay.
Someone brought it to my attention, kind of like my first fun fact, so I thought I'd share it with everybody else. Maybe somebody else, maybe even you, can have an aha moment.
Uh-huh.
Up until the Pokemon Legends Arceus video games,
okay,
all the professors in Pokemon names have been tree or plant based.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought I never knew that. Gen 1 professor, somebody, everybody grew up with Professor Oak, an oak tree.
Yeah.
The second generation is Professor Elm. Now I'm sure some of them I don't really know, but I mean it's kind of cool that Pokemon did this. The third generation was Pokemon Birch. I know I've heard of a birch tree. This one, now like I said, it's tree or flower or plant based. Professor Rowan. I don't know if I know of any Rowan plant. I know there is because I googled it to make sure.
Oh, okay.
But everybody was like, yes, this is for sure like a plant somewhere. The next generation, the black and white generation, in Unova, the professor was Professor Juniper. I know I've heard of a juniper plant.
Yep.
Kalos, Professor Sycamore.
Yep.
You've heard of Sycamore's?
Yeah, because fun fact, most of our viewers know, our listeners know that I was born in Indianapolis. We have a college down in southern Indiana, and they are called the Sycamores.
Oh. Is there mascot?
I think the sycamore tree is an Indiana
okay. Gotcha.
native plant, so.
I gotcha.
But I can Google that later. I'm not sure, but yeah.
And then in Alola, we had Professor Kuiki. I can never say his name right, but I know that I did Google this one a little bit. That theme game is based off of like Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
And there is a Hawaiian plant with that same name.
Oh, okay, cool.
Galar, now this is the one where people were just like, this is the Sword and Shield era. There were two professors. And the first one you met was Professor Magnolia, and I know there's a Magnolia tree. Now people were at this point, it kind of fell off the whole tree thing because they introduced a second professor who I think becomes the professor later in the game. It's her granddaughter, Professor Sonia, and I don't think there's a Sonia tree. That's in my looking up these facts. Just kind of where the fun fact died off.
Gotcha.
So up to generation 8, essentially.
He's counting.
Yeah, I'm counting.
Yeah.
Because then after that, like Generation 9, they definitely ripped that out. We have Professor Turo and Professor Sada. And there's definitely not... They kind of changed it. That was the first game that had like 2 separate professors for each game. And they definitely went off of like a past and a future kind of names. But yeah, I thought that was real interesting. I never knew that.
To be fair, I've only played Scarlet and Violet, so see? I did not know that.
Yeah,
so that's cool. Very cool, very cool. All right, we have reached our card spotlight of the week. I picked this, one of my personal favorites that's coming into the format, Iono's Belly Bolt EX.
That's right.
Let me show you the vision. So its ability is Electric Streamer. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach a basic lightning energy card from your hand to one of your Iono's Pokemon. And it does 230 for 3 lightning energy and 1 colorless. 230 Thunderous Bolt, and during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. This is going to be in the Iono's Belly Bolt kind of deck with Voltorb as the main attacker. So, it's powering up the energies because Voltorb has a Chain Bolt attack for 20 plus or times.
Plus.
20 plus all the energy on your side of the field. So, you can hit big numbers real quick with this Pokemon. So,
a lot of people call this ability, like, that have played the game a long time, rain. I think it's like, they call it, they call it like the rain dance ability, I think is what it's called. Because there was a Pokemon, I think it was a Blastoise way back in the day that had the same kind of ability.
Oh, okay.
For us, I like to call this the new Chimpao, the new Baxcalibur. I can't remember.
The new Baxcalibur.
The new Baxcalibur, for sure. Because it's Baxcalibur,
only
but for
EX
lightning
form.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
And it is an EX.
Yeah. Which could be a downer as well. That's why you want to set up 2 of these at least. 2 Tadbulbs at least, so you can...
But the difference between this is... It is a 2-prize Pokemon, and it is EX a little bit bigger, but you don't have to do Rare Candy. It's a Stage 1, not a Stage 2 like Baxcalibur.
Yep. Which is awesome.
What's Baxcalibur's ability?
Name. Don't tell me. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm asking. I don't I don't know it off the top of my head.
Let me look, because I don't know.
We're going to be like, oh, yeah.
We are.
You probably want to put TCG on the end of that.
One moment, please. Super Cold. Thank you.
Super Cold, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, could not remember that saved my life.
Yeah, as often as you like during your turn, you may attach a basic water energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon.
Now, granted, that's the any Pokemon versus Iono's.
It's just a light Iono Pokemon, yeah.
I see some people trying to test that out in the Raging Bolt, too.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like that either. I think it's either like an all or nothing, just make a straight Iono Belly Bolt deck, or...
With the Voltorb.
With the Voltorb, yeah.
It's almost more of a Voltorb deck than an Iono deck.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Or than a Belly Bolt deck. But it is definitely the, energy accelerator.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But it's also something to hold on to, too, because you never know. There could be something that just needs a whole bunch of lightning energy on the field or something in the future. So, something I'll definitely keep an eye on.
Definitely. That is our card spotlight of the week. Transitioning in... What are we doing this week?
We got another cup coming up.
In our home, not our home turf, I guess. We haven't been here in a while.
Yeah,
but
one of our old shops we used to.
Hawks Nest Gaming.
Yeah, we used to go visit. It's just a little bit of a drive for us.
It is. It's about an hour.
For their normal league, so the fact they're doing.
But it's on Saturday, so we're good.
Bingo.
We're good to go. And then we have locals on Sunday at 1UP.
Right.
That we're going to prepare for regionals for. So lots of fun and exciting things going on this week.
Right. And technically, the day we're recording this, I know we hadn't talked about it, but I want to go to 1UP on Wednesday.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, get some practice in. They do their nights to practice for the regional.
Yes.
On Wednesday. I'd like to go do that tomorrow as well.
Oh, would you?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
We're going to go. If we ain't going, I'm going.
Oh, okay. You're going to go if I don't go, huh?
Well, so you let me know.
I'll let you know.
Uh-huh.
All right. That is all the time we have for today's Pear podcast, episode 20.
That's right.
We've got some exciting guests coming up in the episodes ahead. We're doing some coordination. One of those ones is confirmed, but we don't know when we're going to have him on.
I think we got 2 confirmed.
2 confirmed.
We just don't know.
We just don't know when.
We got to plan it out a little bit better.
One of them is a good buddy of ours. Mm-hmm. Both of them are.
Both of them are
really
buddies of ours, really. one we talk to more often, and the other one he shows up. He plays from a different store who
probably a name you will know.
But potentially, he's definitely like a more pro player than we are. I would say I think that'd be cool to have him on. Kind of talked to him at the Cup this past weekend, and he said he'd love to. So we just got to work out the details. And eventually, do it.
Yeah.
Either before Atlanta, after Atlanta, we'll see.
So we'll keep you guessing on who that might be.
Alrighty.
So yeah, if you have not liked and subscribed to the podcast, please do that. Pear, Pear, like the fruit.
Like the fruit.
And yeah, please leave us a comment. Let us know how we're doing.
Alrighty.
All right. Bye.